guys, we're here with a brand new year and we're starting the year off right with strong reading goals. So here we are with our first TBR video of the year.
So I recently read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black and I've been obsessed with it ever since. I can't stop talking about it. It was the first Holly Black book that I'd ever read and I just really want to get more into her writing and check out her other books. So I would like to start the year off by reading The Coldest Girl in Coldtown, which I believe is all about vampires. So I don't know much more than that and I don't really want to know more than that. I just think it's going to be really interesting to see what Holly does with vampires instead of fairies. And I think I'm gonna really like it.
So the first book I want to get to in January is Secret Daughter by Shilpi, Somaya, Gowda. This sounds like an absolutely heartbreaking novel that takes place in dual perspective between India and America. The novel starts off with a woman who secretly gives birth to a daughter, and in order for this daughter to survive, she gives her away, and I believe a doctor in America ends up adopting her, and the story is about how their lives intertwine. It sounds heartbreaking and beautiful and I cannot wait to get to it.
So the first one on my TBR for January is The Lifters by Dave Eggers. Dave Eggers is a literary sweetheart. He's the founder of McSweeney's. He's been nominated for the Pulitzer, but this is his middle grade debut and I'm super excited to see what he does with that because the adult stuff that I've read of his is quite out there and really like literary. But this one sounds really interesting and I also love the cover. It's all, it takes place in like a subterranean world. So the back says, a deep dark below the ground secret, the kind that hurtles through tunnels with the force of a hurricane, sinking houses and shops and playgrounds. Only two kids know what's going on and only they can save the town. They are the Lifters. So sounds great, can't wait.
Another book that I really hope I get to this month is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. We went to see John Green on tour at the end of October where we all got signed copies of this book and I just can't believe I haven't read it yet. I had every intention of reading it immediately and yet I just kept putting it off, so now is the time to read it. All I know about this book is that it's about a girl who deals with intrusive thoughts and obsessive compulsive disorder, and I've heard that John Green used a lot of his own experiences with these things for the story, so I think it's just going to be a really interesting look at mental illness, and I think it's just going to be a really great book. I've heard wonderful things about it, and I can't wait to read it.
Next, I have Still Life with Tornado by A.S. King. Now, this is another novel I don't know too much about because A.S. King writes weirdly wonderful stories. I believe this follows a 16-year-old girl who has always considered herself an artist, except that she cannot draw. I think in here it deals with a lot of like familial relationships and cycles of abuse and things like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I've read 4 other A.S. King novels now, enjoyed them all, so I'm excited to read more from her.
The next one on my list is You Go First by Erin and Entrada Kelly. The first book that we ever included as a monthly box was Hello Universe by Erin and Entrada Kelly, and I absolutely loved it. It sounds like this one has similar themes of like friendship and bullying and finding your place, but obviously with a totally different plot. This one is about 2 online friends who get to know each other through playing online Scrabble, and sort of on paper they may have nothing in common, but as the story progresses it turns out that there may be more in common than they think. They both have a lot going on at home, they're both quite lonely at school, and they find each other. So really, really excited for this one.
And finally, I'm really excited to read Daughter of the Siren Queen by Tricia Levenseller. This is the sequel to Daughter of the Pirate King, which we included in our box last year. I think that Crystal and I are going to buddy read this because we're both obsessed with the first one and I think we're just going to have a blast reading this. I can't say too much about this book without giving away spoilers, but the first book is about a pirate named Alosa who is the daughter of a very notorious pirate king, and at the beginning of the book, she willingly is taken capture on an enemy pirate ship so that she can hopefully search their ship in looking for a treasure map. So it's just a really awesome adventure story. It's hilarious. The romance is like a love-to-hate romance that's very swoon-worthy and hilarious, and I just love the first one, so I can't wait to see what happens in the sequel.
So, and finally, Sally and I want to do a buddy read. This one we've never done before, and we're going to read The Illegal by Lawrence Hill.
Yes, I think this has been on both of our lists for ages.
Yes.
I kept picking up copies at free libraries around my neighborhood and being like, do I already own this? So I had like 3 copies at one point. I'm down to 1, but I have yet to read it. So January, we're finally gonna buckle down and do it together.
Start the year off right.
Yes.
Get one off the list.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think either of us particularly knows a lot about what this is.
No.
But it sounds really interesting about a boy who signs on with an agent to run a marathon.
Yes. Sort of as his way to maybe get out of a bad situation,
Something like
but
that.
who knows what comes from that.
And Lawrence Hill is like a beloved Canadian author.
Absolutely.
And I haven't read any of his stuff.
Neither
So
have I.
I feel like it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
We'll do it together.
We can do this. Alright, so those are some of the books that we're going to knock off our TBRs
Yeah.
right away in January this year. Let us know the books that you are going to get to at the beginning of the year as well in the comments down below. As per usual, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Happy reading and thanks for being awesome.
Bye.
Bye.